Very good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya Academy NEET channel. This is Dr. Priyanka De और आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे questions from the chapter Evolution. So Evolution chapter थोड़ा lengthy chapter है, थोड़ा complicated chapter लगता है बच्चों को, but the questions that are asked from there will be easy, right? So not only today we are going to discuss the questions, we are also going to revise once the important data that is important for NEET examination. तो जल्दी से अपना अपना अटेंडेंस मार्क कर दो, गुड आफ्टरनून मैम बोल दो, so that I come to know who all are present in my session. So जल्दी से अपना अपना हाय हेलो अपना अपना अटेंडेंस मार्क कर दो सभी बच्चे जल्दी. We are going to start questions of evolution. Are you all ready? Let me know in the chat box. Like always, +4 for correct answer and -1 for incorrect answer. So join everyone fast. Yes, a very good afternoon. Hello Aruna. Hello everyone. तो चलिए देखते हैं क्या है हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन. So are you all ready? Okay. So talking about this chapter, याद रखो कि नीट एग्जामिनेशन के लिए हमें फॉलो करना है न्यू एनसीईआरटी. पुराने एनसीईआरटी में थोड़ा डेटा डिफरेंस है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ. फॉर्मेशन ऑफ यूनिवर्स, राइट? सो यूनिवर्स वॉज formed because of Big Bang and universe is around 20 billion years old. ऐसा बोला जाता था पुराने एनसीईआरटी में. न्यू एनसीईआरटी में this is changed, right? So it is changed. So please make sure that you are following new NCERT क्योंकि नीट में न्यू NCERT का डेटा जो है वो कंसिडर किया जाएगा. 13.8 बिलियन ईयर्स अगो यूनिवर्स फॉर्म हुआ था, ऐसा चेंज हो गया है इन आर न्यू NCERT. सो बी केयरफुल विद सम डेटास. ओके, सभी बच्चे रेडी हैं? तो दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन, अच्छे से आराम से पढ़ो और फिर मुझे आंसर दो ABCD कौन सा सही है. मल्टीपल स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस होंगे, मैच द फॉलोइंग टाइप के क्वेश्चंस होंगे, स्टेटमेंट 1 एंड स्टेटमेंट 2 तरह के क्वेश्चंस होंगे, असर्शन एंड रीजन भी होगा. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि नीट 2026 में जो 3 मई को पेपर हुआ था असर्शन एंड रीजन नहीं पूछा गया था तो अब वापस से रीनीट में भी नहीं पूछा जाएगा. नथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, सो प्रिपेयर अकॉर्डिंगली. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. बच्चों आराम से पढ़ो एंड लेट मी नो द आंसर इन द चैट बॉक्स. हेलो अनुष, गुड इवनिंग. चलिए एवरीवन जस्ट गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन एंड लेट मी नो द करेक्ट आंसर. यस, सी अन्विता. यस अन्विता, वेरी गुड इवनिंग. So go through the question everyone and let me know the correct answer. I hope everybody can see the question well. Hello Varsha. Hello Varsha, good evening. Can you tell me the correct answer everyone? C, Anush. Okay. तो चलिए देखते हैं. बहुत सारे आंसर्स हमें मिल चुके हैं. बच्चे बोल रहे हैं सी. Let's understand क्या होगा. So select the correct sequence of origin of molecules and living forms on Earth. So we have here organic molecules, inorganic molecules, then cellular and non-cellular organisms. So remember that first there were inorganic molecules, then came organic molecules, फिर non-cellular organisms and then cellular organisms. So inorganic, organic molecule, non-cellular organisms and cellular organisms. Yes, correct answer for this question is definitely C. C. Okay. So correct answer is question ka C. Very good. +4 for right answer. Okay. Next question. Try this question everyone. And -1 अगर किसी ने गलत जवाब दिया है तो. Yes, absolutely Anush. Very good. चलिए next question. Consider the following statement and select the incorrect one. तो यहाँ पर the keyword is incorrect. Don't miss it and yeah. Go through it. Yes, everyone. B. Anvita, B. What about others? Life formed from pre-existing non-living organic molecule was proposed by Oparin and Haldane. यहाँ पे देखो लिखा है pre-existing non-living organic molecule. Then formation of sugars, nitrogen bases, pigment and fat were observed by Miller. The temperature that was maintained in the flask was 800 degrees Celsius in Miller's experiment. The gases used in the flask by Miller's experiment was methane, hydrogen, ammonia and water vapor. तो यहाँ पे याद रखो कि this is correct because life was formed from pre-existing non-living organic molecule. Yes, definitely it was proposed by Oparin and Haldane. So this is correct. Formation of sugar, nitrogenous bases. ये similar type of experiment में मिला था. Initially when Miller did the experiment, he got only amino acids, right? So this is wrong. The temperature that was maintained was definitely 800 degrees Celsius, and the gases that were used in the Miller's experiment were methane, hydrogen, ammonia and water. So yes, correct answer here is B. Easy? Yes everyone, correct answer is B. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. ट्राई नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. बी बच्चा. नॉट ए. आशा, अनुष, वर्षा, अन्विता. So yes, correct answer here should be B. चलिए, which of the following is not related to connotations of special creation theory? Right? So special creation theory के connotation से क्या related नहीं है? नहीं है. Not is the right term to look for. So यहाँ पे 4 ऑप्शन है and याद रखो ये चारों ऑप्शंस should be related to special creation theory की बात हो रही है. कौन से स्टेटमेंट स्पेशल क्रिएशन थ्योरी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से करेक्ट नहीं है. सो ए इज सेइंग लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स वर क्रिएटेड एज सच. सो यस, स्पेशल क्रिएशन थ्योरी में बोला गया था कि जो भी आप अभी डाइवर्सिटी देख रहे हो वो एज इट इज था, ओके, मेड बाय सम नेचुरल फोर्सेस, एंड ये आगे भी ऐसा ही रहेगा, कोई इवोल्यूशन नहीं है, राइट. सो ये करेक्ट है. अर्थ इज अबाउट 4000 years ओल्ड, ऐसा बोला गया था स्पेशल क्रिएशन थ्योरी जिन्होंने दिया था फादर सुआरेज उनके द्वारा. सो दैट इज ट्रू. Diversity was always same since creation, that is also true. All these statements are true for special creation theory. Now coming to the fourth statement, earth was created by supernatural power. Till here it is fine. 4000 billion years ago? No, only 4000 years ago. Okay, तो यहां तक सही है, ये गलत है बेस्ड ऑन स्पेशल क्रिएशन थ्योरी. तो आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का होना चाहिए डी. डी +4 फॉर डी -1 अदरवाइज. अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? इजी. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. ट्राई दिस वन. डी. यस, गुड इवनिंग बाबू, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन. यस इट इज डी. वेरी गुड. अच्छा, एफ, ABCD, जेड भी बोल सकते हैं. चलिए बताइए ABCD कौन सा होगा करेक्ट ऑप्शन. अच्छे से ध्यान से पढ़िए ऑप्शन को. अनुष, बी, डी, अन्विता. For the chemical evolution, energy and stimuli was obtained from the following except. So here the keyword is except everyone. So कहाँ से एनर्जी मिला for the formation of new life? Temperature was there, volcanic eruption was there, reducing atmosphere was there. What was not there is oxidation. Oxidation नहीं था, कोई भी free oxygen नहीं था. So answer here should be B. Easy? Okay. Next question, try this one. Yes, everyone. Very good. For correct answer, +4. Yes, try this. So there was no oxidation, okay, in our primitive atmosphere. There was just reducing atmosphere. So we have two statements here. Formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution. That is true. The first non-cellular form of life could have originated around 3 billion years ago. That is also true. Both the statements are true. So the correct answer for this question will be A. Right? So correct answer is A. And these are the lines from NCERT. बहुत simple lines है. Definitely formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution. It is based on the chemical evolution theory given by Oparin and Haldane. Right? And first non-cellular life form. Non-cellular life form का मतलब होता है protobioents, quasarvates और microsphere. These are giant molecules of carbohydrate, proteins, lipids. तो ये सेल बनने के पहले बने थे. इन्हें हम बोलते हैं नॉन सेल्यूलर लाइफ फॉर्म्स और प्रोटोबायोन्स, राइट? एंड दे ओरिजिनेटेड अराउंड 3 billion years ago as per NCERT. So correct answer here is A. चलिए next question. Try this one. Yes, if you have doubt, you can ask beta. Varsha, Anvita, Jalamagiri. Yes, Anush, Babu. Yes, so can you please ask your doubt, bacha? So we have two statements here. So can you tell me what will be the correct answer? Which one is correct and which one is false? If you have any doubts, any confusion, please feel free to ask. Okay? See? Okay. What about others? So two statements are there. Statement one says the geological history of the earth closely correlate with the biological history of the earth. So is there a correlation between the geological and the biological history of earth? Yes, there is. There is. Yeah. So during evolution, the rate of appearance of new forms is not linked to the life cycle or the lifespan. This is wrong. Okay, not is wrong. It is linked. So statement 1 is true, statement 2 is incorrect. So 1 is true but 2 is false. Correct answer is C. Easy? Any confusion? Any doubt? Here the answer should be C. ठीक है? Yes, everyone. Anush, Babu, Varsha, Anvita, very good. Yallam Gari, C, very good. वेरी गुड. तो यहाँ पे नॉट नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, नॉट नहीं होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अ वेरी गुड. मैच द फॉलोइंग टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. ट्राई दिस. वेरी नाइस. क्लियर? ओके वर्षा. व्हाट अबाउट यू यल्लमागिरी? Yes, understood everyone. Can you try this? Match list 1 with list 2. Okay, and fast tell me the answer. Okay, so everything you will find in NCERT. If you have any confusion or you are not able to answer any question, make sure that you go back to NCERT or ask me for the explanation. Make sure that you don't repeat the mistake in NEET examination. Okay, so whatever mistake you are doing here, make a note of it, write it in your error file, error notebook, and keep on revising so that you don't make the same mistake in NEET. So yes, try this one. Can I see? Yes, A by Anush, Anvita, Varsha, Jalamgari. Okay, let's see. So history of life forms is evolutionary biology. Fossil, study of fossils is paleontology. Similarities is homology. And actions of man, yes, anthropology. So A is matched with 4, B is matched with 1, C is matched with 2, and D is matched with 3. So we got our answer. It is A. Very good. Keep it up. +4. Everyone. So it is A. Next question. Can you try this one? Very good. A. Next question for you all. Try this. A, okay. What about others? C, okay. Come on, fast. See, I want answer from everyone. Every one of you watching the session will answer. Okay. And please don't forget to like the session, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed it yet. Now, which of the following is not a result of convergent evolution? Not a result of convergent. That means we are looking for divergent evolution. Coming to flippers of penguin and of dolphin. Penguins are bird, dolphin mammal. Both are different and both are swimming, right? So it is example of convergent evolution. Potato and sweet potato. Potato is modified stem, sweet potato modified root. Both are modified for storage. Again, convergent evolution. Forelimbs of whales and bat. Forelimbs of whales. Whales and bats both are mammals. Okay, whales will swim, bats will fly. So they are examples of divergent evolution. Divergent evolution. Eyes of octopus and mammals. Octopus, mollusca. Mammals, uh, mammals are different from mollusca, and both eyes will have different structure but same function, that is vision. So these are example of convergent evolution again. So which is not the example of convergent evolution? It is C. Correct answer here should be C. Understood? Easy? Yeah. So let's move on to next question. Next question, can you try this? The essential prerequisite for speciation is? Yes, very good. Everyone understood. I hope there is no confusion. Can you try this question? Can everybody try this question, please? Yes, B. The essential prerequisite for speciation will be reproductive isolation. Will be reproductive isolation. Reproductive isolation is important when we are talking about speciation, because we have studied that organisms of one species will be able to reproduce among themselves, but not with the organisms of other species, right? So yes, it is reproductive isolation. Next question, can you try this? Yeah. So we have two statements here. Try this one. Statement 1 says the fitness according to Darwin refers ultimately and only to reproductive fitness. Statement 2 states those who are better fit in an environment leave more progeny than other. Right? So yes, try this one. So which one is correct and which one is false? You should be telling me. Okay, I will explain this. Don't worry. Everybody understood? Yeah, so I will explain. Just try. Anush, Anvita, Yallamgiri, Varsha, Anvita. Okay, let's see. So the fitness according to Darwin refers ultimately and only to reproductive fitness. So when we talk about Darwin, Darwin used these terms, survival of the fittest, right? And when he was talking about survival of the fittest, that fitness he was talking about was reproductive fitness. Okay, reproductive fitness. So those who are better fit for the environment will be leaving more progenies. Okay, so yes, this is right. So this statement is right, bacha. Okay, then those who are better fit in an environment will leave more progeny than others. This is also true. So both the statements are true. Okay, so both the statements are, that's why true. So answer here should be C. Good. So majority of you have told me C. Yes, it is C. Understood now? Next question, can you try this one? Yes, try this. So we have assertion and reason question here. Fossils provide evidence for the change in life form over time on Earth. So when we study about fossil, can we understand how the life forms changed on Earth? Yes, that's true. Okay, that is true. Now, fossil records show the progression of life form over geological time, revealing patterns of speciation and extinction. That is also true, and even explaining the assertion. So, for example, if we look at paleontological evidences, right? So, you will see that with different layers of sedimentary rock. If suppose there are some organisms present here, or not organisms, sorry, some fossils and some here, definitely this is A, this is B. Okay. So by the location of the fossil, we can say that A extinct later. Okay. So A came later after B, isn't it? So yes, it is true that fossil provide evidences for the change in life form over time on Earth. Reason is also true, and reason is correctly explaining the assertion as well. So that's why answer will be A. Yes, answer will be A, everyone. Okay. A, okay, very nice. First option, very nice. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Try this. Now, this question will be you will be able to answer this question with the help of the previous question that we have done. Try this, it is very easy. Try this. Yeah. So first option was, but our first option was fossil provide evidence for the change in life form over time on Earth. So when we study fossil, when we just come across the fossils and study them, which is termed as paleontology, we understand that how the life form changed during the course of time, isn't it? What are fossils? These are hard remains. Okay, so when we study those hard remains, definitely we understand how life forms changed or how evolution happened. That's why we say now that it is evidence of evolution. Yeah. Now try this question. Yes, A, B, C, D. What could be the answer for this one? So fossil species X was found in deeper strata. If suppose these are the layers of sedimentary rock. So X are found in deeper strata, whereas fossils of species Y are found in superficial strata, right? So you were studying fossils and X is present in the deeper strata, Y is on the superficial strata. What can be inferred from the above information? Let's understand. Okay, so let's see all the statements. Species X evolved from species Y. We cannot say like this. Species Y originated earlier than species X. Y originated earlier? No. Species X is extant and Y is extinct. We cannot say like this. Extant means which are present till now on Earth. Extinct means which are not there. Now, species X originated earlier than Y. So, X originated earlier than Y. That is correct. So, correct answer here, that's why should be D. Okay, correct answer here is D. Yeah. Next question, try this. Yes, D everyone, easy. Now try this question. A, okay. Who asserted that embryos never pass through the adult stage of other animals? Yes, it was given by Von Baer, right? So correct answer for this question is A. Very simple question, right? Directly from NCERT. Try this assertion and reason question. So we have two statements, assertion and reason statements. Embryology provide evidence in favor of the theory of organic evolution. The embryos of all vertebrates, including human, develop a row of functional gill slits just behind the ears. So first of all, we will take the first statement. Embryology provide evidence in favor of the theory of organic evolution. Yes. So when we study the embryos of different vertebrates, right, we will see there is a lot of similarity in them, but there is no similarity in the adult, isn't it? So just so we can say that there could be a common origin because of the similarity in the embryos. So that is true. So that's why this is true. Now the embryos of all the vertebrates, including human, develop a row of functional gill slits just behind the head. So functional gill slits will be there only in the fishes, and in others it will be non-functional. So here it is written that all the vertebrates will have functional gill slits. So this is wrong. Okay, so functional gill slits in fishes. So assertion is true, but reason is false. Answer is C. Yes, आंसर सी है. समझ में आया सबको आंसर सी क्यों है? Why it is C and not B? Answer is not A. Answer is not B. It is C. This statement is wrong because here it is written that functional gill slits are there in all the embryos, which is wrong. Okay, so it was there only in the fishes. So answer is C. Yeah. Next, can you try this one? नहीं, ए नहीं है बेटा. समझ में आया? द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन वाज सी, बिकॉज रीजन गलत है. रीजन में दिया है कि फंक्शनल गिल स्लिट्स होते हैं सारे एम्ब्रियोज में, राइट? फंक्शनल नहीं होते हैं सिर्फ फिशेस में एंड नॉट इन द अदर वर्टिब्रेट्स इंक्लूडिंग ह्यूमंस. ओके, नॉन फंक्शनल होगा. आप अगर ये स्टेटमेंट देखोगे एनसीईआरटी में, इन एनसीईआरटी इट इज मेंशन्ड, इट इज नॉन फंक्शनल. ओके, नॉट फंक्शनल. ओके, सो नॉन फंक्शनल होना चाहिए, यहाँ पर फंक्शनल लिखा है, राइट? तो ये फंक्शनल नहीं होगा, नॉन फंक्शनल होगा. अंडरस्टूड नाउ? So चलिए, let's move on to our next question. This is the next question. Try one more assertion and reason type of question. So इसको try करेंगे, मुझे आंसर बताएंगे चैट बॉक्स में, सभी बच्चे बताएंगे. Okay? So assertion says analogous organs are the structure that are developed along different directions due to adaptation to different needs. So analogous, what is the meaning of this term? Analogous. Analogous means different structure, same function. Analogous. Ana means different, logos means structure. So different structure, same function. Okay. Now here they are saying these are the structures that are developed along different directions due to adaptation to different needs. No, this is wrong. Am I right? This is wrong. होना क्या चाहिए? एनालॉगस में डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर, सेम फंक्शन होना चाहिए. सेम फंक्शन का मतलब है सेम नीड्स. ओके, यहाँ पे डिफरेंट नीड्स है. So this is wrong. Reason is saying analogous structure are results of convergent evolution. So analogous structure, different structure, same function. So are they result of convergent evolution? That is right. That is right. So basically assertion is false but reason is true. So correct answer here, that's why will be D. समझ गए? पहला स्टेटमेंट गलत है, सेकंड स्टेटमेंट ट्रू है. ओके यहाँ पे सेम नीड्स होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे लिखा है डिफरेंट नीड्स. ये वाला एकदम सेकंड वाला स्टेटमेंट एकदम सही है कि एनालॉगस ऑर्गन जो है इट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ कन्वर्जेंट इवोल्यूशन, डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर सेम फंक्शन. या सो आंसर इज डी. I hope this is understood by each and everyone. Easy. Okay. Chaliye, let's move on to our next question. So if you are solving such type of tricky questions in evolution, definitely slowly you will never make a mistake in whatever question is asked in NEET examination. So jaldi se isko try karo. Ek aur assertion and reason question hai aapke liye, try karo and then we will proceed. Yes, everyone. D. Anush, Aruna, Yallamgari, Anvita. Yes. Now, evolution is a directed process in the sense of determinism. So, tell me, you guys only tell me one thing. Is evolution a directed process? Can you predict evolution? क्या हम evolution को predict कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते हैं. So, it's a random process. तो यहाँ पे लिखा है it is a directed process in the sense of determinism. It is wrong. Coming to this, evolution is a stochastic process. Stochastic means by chance events or random. So that's true. Based on chance events in nature and chance mutation in the organism. Absolutely true. ये सही है. evolution को हम predict नहीं कर सकते हैं. evolution random होता है, chance events की वजह से होता है. So assertion is false but reason is true. So assertion is false but reason is true. Answer will be D. Yeah? Answer is D. Okay, everyone. Let's move on to our next question. This. Now read all the following names and let me know how many of the following do not belong to the family tree of dinosaur. Now it is related to the flow chart of dinosaur given in your NCERT. तो उसमें जो डायनासोर का फ्लो चार्ट है उससे रिलेटेड ये है. ट्राई दिस. Yes, everyone. Yes, Sania. How are you, Sania? Welcome to the class. Can you tell me the correct answer for this question? Random process. Very good. C by Anush. What about others? I want everybody to answer. Anvita, C. Okay. Others? चलो A है, B है, C है, D है. ये सारे names of dinosaur ना आपको मिलेगा in your NCERT. So let's see. So Brachiosaurus is there. Branchiostoma is not a dinosaur. Stegosaurus is there. Stegostoma is not there. Ophiosaurus is there. Just a second. Yeah. So Ophiosaurus is there or not? Can you tell me? Tyrannosaurus is definitely there. Triceratops is there. Okay. Trionyx is not there. And in fact, Ophiosaurus is also not there. So how many are not there? How many are not there? Yeah, 4. So answer should be 4 or D. Okay, so answer is 4 or D. 4 are not there. Okay, not there they are asking. Okay, so 4 are there and 4 are not there. So just go through it. I hope you guys have understood. So answer is not C, Anvita. It is D, Bacha. Good afternoon, Noor Hashmi. So it is D, beta, D. Okay, 4 are not there. Right? Okay. So let's move on to our Next question, this. Selective breeding of plant and animal is an example of. When we are selectively selecting plants and animals to grow, then it is what type of selection? You can understand this with the breeds of dogs. So what is that? D, option D, bacha, option D. Okay, try this now. Next question. Yes, I know. Branchiostoma is Amphioxus cephalochordata. I know it's confusing. Now, selecting breeding of plant and animals is an example of artificial selection. Simple question. So, when we are selecting the breeds that we want, we grow them, right? In plants also, in animals also, if we want breeds of any particular breed of, say, dogs, or if we want particular breed of animals that give us milk like cows and buffaloes, so definitely we are selecting artificially. So, it is artificial selection. Now coming to, so answer was B here. Next question, which of the following is evidence of common ancestry? So what is the evidence of common ancestry? Similarities in protein and genes, dissimilarity in protein and genes, structurally different and functionally similar organs, adaptation of unrelated organisms to the same habitat. So similarity in protein. See, we are talking about common ancestry, so it should be a similarity. And here it is similarity in protein and genes, not anything else. So correct answer for this question is A. Simple. Let me know in the chat box. Simple. Yes. Okay. So many a times, even if the question is simple, still we end up making a silly mistake. So you need to be very, very careful when you are solving any questions. Please don't make silly mistakes, because concepts are clear already. You guys have studied enough. Now it is time to eliminate the silly mistakes. Okay, so we are targeting 360 out of 360 in biology. Yes. Okay. So let's try this next question. Can you try this one? Try this one. Aruna, Anush, Anvita, Noor Hashmi. Hmm. Now, one of the following is not a direct descendant of Xylophyton. Not descendant of Xylophyton. So we have here gingos, nettles, lycopods, conifers. So be careful. Now this is from the flow chart of the evolution of plants, which are given in your NCRT. Okay, so in the NCRT only, you will not find it much in the text, but it is there in the flow chart, in the diagram. Okay, so which one is not a direct descendant of Xylophyton? It is lycopods. It is lycopods. So this is how you might get question from there. So answer here should be C. Okay, so answer here should be C. So this is how you get question from that flow chart. Getting the point? Okay. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एक बहुत ही अच्छा मैच द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन है, काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, ट्राई दिस वन. यस एवरीवन, सी, वेरी गुड. चलो बताओ. मानस, अरुणा, अन्विता, Anush, Noor Hashmi, what will be the correct answer here? Try this one. Rudra, या Mesozoic era, Proterozoic era, Cenozoic era, and Paleozoic era. So which one is the latest era? Which one is the most primitive one? Try this one. A, B, C, D. What will be the correct answer here? B by Anush, Bhavatosh, B, Anvita, B, Aruna, B. Okay, let's see. So Mesozoic era is the era of birds and reptiles, right? Then come to Proterozoic era. Proterozoic era is the era of lower invertebrates. Cenozoic era is recent era, so it will be the era of mammals. So C is matched with 4. And Paleozoic era is the era of fish and amphibians. So we got our answer. A is matched with 3, B is matched with 1, C is matched with 4, and D is matched with 2. So we got our answer. It is 2. Okay. Next question. Try this one. The ancestors of crocodiles are thecodonts, therapsids, synapsids, and anapsids. So what are the ancestors of crocodile? क्रोकोडाइल का एंसेस्टर कौन है? क्या वो थीकोडोंट है, थेराप्सिड है, साइनैप्सिड है, एनाप्सिड है? बताओ. Very good, Anush. So if you are preparing for RENEET, it's good to solve the questions in the OMR as well. But I'm giving you a lot of time. You should not be taking that much of time to solve your questions in the examination. Understand that also. And at the end, let me know how many questions you have done wrong. So ancestors of crocodiles are thecodont. कौन है इनके ancestors? Thecodont. So answer यहाँ पर क्या होना चाहिए? A होना चाहिए. ठीक. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. तो हमारे पास 4 ऑप्शन है, ए बी सी डी. नाउ रीड ऑल द 4 स्टेटमेंट्स केयरफुली एंड लेट मी नो द करेक्ट आंसर. सो वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. इस तरह के लेंदी क्वेश्चंस आगे आएंगे, अभी आए भी थे नीट में, आगे के नीट एग्जामिनेशन में भी इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. सो मेक श्योर यू प्रिपेयर अकॉर्डिंगली. ओके, सो रीड करो अच्छे से एंड बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर. टेक योर टाइम एवरीवन. So let's read all the statements, okay? Sauropsids are the probable ancestors of present day reptile. Sauropsids were the probable ancestor of present day reptile. That is true. A population that has indefinitely maintained hardy Weinberg equilibrium is not experiencing speciation. That is also true. So basically, a population who is maintaining the hardy Weinberg equilibrium is not experiencing speciation. That is also true. Now, vertebrates are example of homologous organs, right? Now, remember that we want the correct answer from the options given below, right? So, if any population is maintaining hardy Weinberg equilibrium, that means there is no evolution. Evolution will be there when there is disturbance from the hardy Weinberg equilibrium. Now, vertebrates heart are examples of homologous organ. That is also true. Prehistoric cave paintings can be seen in Bhimbetka rock shelter in Raisen district of MP. That is also true. Okay, that is also true. So both the statements means all the statements are true. Okay, A, B, C, D, all the statements are true. So correct answer for this question will be D. Yes, D everyone. Read all the statements carefully. The answer should be D. Yes. Yeah. So let's move on to our next question. This is the next question. Arrange the following eras in a sequence from past to present. Okay, from past to present. Try this one. How heart is a homologous organ. So we will understand that. How heart is a homologous organ. So homologous organs means same structure, different function. So if you will be looking at the structure of heart, okay, so there will be atrias, there will be ventricles, right? The same muscles are there, so that's why we are calling it as homologous organs, right? Okay. Now try this one. Arrange the following eras in a sequence from past to present. So which is the most recent one? Just by looking at that, you will be able to solve this question. That easy. Understood now, Bhavatosh? So arrange the following eras in a sequence from past to present. Okay, so present one, the latest one is Cenozoic, and the most primitive among these will be Paleozoic. So Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic will be the answer. So answer for this question will be D. Right? चलिए next question पे आते हैं. Try this one. Very good, Anvita. So yes, can you try this statement 1 and statement 2? Yes, try this one. Hmm. So amphibians lay thick-shelled eggs that do not dry up in the sun, unlike those of fishes. So if you can recall, amphibians like frog, they also lay egg in the water only. They don't lay eggs with thick shells. This is wrong. Thick-shelled eggs are laid by reptiles, right? So this is wrong. Now, lobed fin fishes evolved into amphibians. That is true, right? So statement 1 is wrong. 2 is correct. So 1 is incorrect. 2 is correct. Answer here should be D. Yes, easy. चलिए next question पे आते हैं. The first plant that colonized land were. So the plants that are also termed as amphibians of plant kingdom. कौन से है वो? ऐसे plants जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं amphibians of plant kingdom भी. Can you try? Come on, I want the answer fast. So amphibians of plant kingdom हम किन्हें बोलते हैं? We call bryophytes as amphibian of plant kingdom. So correct answer here was C. The first plant that colonized land were bryophytes. Okay, so it is C. Okay. Next question, try this. Arrange the following in the correct chronological order of extinction. A very good question, an important question. I will write important here. Right? Yeah, try this. Take your time. Yes, Anush, Anvita, Bhavatosh, Aruna. Very good. Can you try this next question? Okay. So let's discuss. Arrange the following in the correct sequence. Right? So we have here pelycosaur, thecodont, therapsids and dinosaur. Perfect. So this is the correct answer, right? Here we have dinosaur, thecodont, therapsid, pelycosaur, then dinosaur, therapsid, pelycosaur, dinosaur and thecodont. No. So correct answer for this question is A. Very good. Now this sequence is also from the diagram on the flow chart which is given in the NCERT. Okay. So be careful. Next question. Which one of these animals is not a sauropsid? Not a sauropsid. So we have in the example Canis. Canis is dog. Dog belongs to Mammalia. Columba. Columba is pigeon. Pigeon is aves or birds. Crocodilus, reptile. and chelone. Chelone is turtle. Okay. So yeah, let me know the correct answer. Which of the following is not a sauropsid? कौन सा sauropsid नहीं है? Again from the flow chart from NCRT. अब बताओगे? Which is not a sauropsid? That means it should be a synapsid. Synapsids gave rise to mammals. यहाँ पर एक ही ऑप्शन है मैमल का, and that is canis or dog, right? So yeah, correct answer for this question should be A. Easy. तो अब समझ में आया कि तो जो डायग्राम्स एंड फ्लो चार्ट जो डायनासोर वाला है या रेप्टाइल वाला है या जो प्लांट वाला है उसमें किस तरह से क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. नाउ आई गेस यू गाइज हैव अंडरस्टूड. ओके, so correct answer here should be A. Chalo, next question, try this one. Extinct thecodont are the progenitors for the extant. That means thecodont gave rise to which type of animals? Okay, again this is from the flowchart of reptiles in NCRT. Try this. A, very good everyone. Now can you try this question? Extinct thecodonts are the progenitors for the extant. Birds and mammals, birds and crocodile, snakes and lizards, turtles and dinosaurs. Take your time. So thecodont gave rise to birds and crocodile. Yes or no? So correct answer for this question should be B. So whatever questions we are discussing, these are extremely important questions for NEET. So here the answer should be B. Okay, chal. Next question from the evolution of man. So we have we have 5 statements here. Please read all the statements one by one and then choose the correct answer. Okay, you need to be quick because you need to save time in biology even if the biology portion is lengthy. So try this. So we have the following statements, right? Australopithecines hunted with stone weapons but essentially ate fruits. So one by one, we are going to read all these 5 statements and figure out the correct answer. So Australopithecines were hunting with stone weapons but ate fruit. That is true. Homo habilis or handyman. The brain capacity were 650 to 800 cc. Correct. Homo erectus, fossils discovered in Java in 1891. Correct. Neanderthal man developed agricultural practices around 10,000 years ago. This is wrong because Neanderthal man did not start agricultural practices around 10,000 years ago. No. Neanderthal man had a cranial capacity of 1400 cc. They used to cover their body with hide, that is animal skin, and they used to believe in life after death. They used to bury their dead bodies, isn't it? But उन्होंने agricultural activities start नहीं किया था. Now, Homo sapiens arose in Africa and moved across continent and developed into distinct races. That is also true. So incorrect यहाँ पर क्या है? D. So all are correct except for D. So correct answer यहाँ पर क्या होना चाहिए? A होना चाहिए. Okay, answer is A. Please go through the question once again. A very good question. I hope there is no confusion. Easy? No, E is not incorrect, beta. Homo sapiens arose in Africa, that is true, and moved across continent and developed into distinct races. E is not incorrect, beta. This is true. Okay, this is true. Line of NCRT also. D is incorrect. So all are correct except for D. Right? So correct answer, that's why should be A. Okay, Anush? Chalo. Last question of today's class. Your favorite dinosaur. So dinosaurs suddenly disappeared from the earth. How many years ago? So is it 200, 65, 100 or 50? So try this question and let me know the answer in the chat box. Okay? So dinosaurs suddenly disappeared from earth 65 million years ago, as most of them evolved into birds. Right? So correct answer for this question will be B. 65 million years ago. Remember this for NEET examination. So correct answer for this question will be B. Okay. So with this we have completed all the questions. Can you tell me how many questions you did wrong? कितने क्वेश्चंस आपने सही किए? मैंने एकदम बिगनिंग में स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि अपने एरर्स नोट डाउन करके रखो. Have you noted it down? If you are watching this session later on after the live is over, make sure you tell me in the comment section ki how many questions you did wrong. Why this is important? Because now is the time you should be reducing your silly mistake and focus on increasing the accuracy together with the speed. Right? Speed will matter, but accuracy उससे भी ज़्यादा matter करेगा. Right? तो आपको मुझे अपने कितने questions गलत किए हैं वो भी बताना है. So yeah, let me know how many questions. 4 questions. Okay, Anush. What about others? What about others? Okay, so let me know in the comment section. And yes, please prepare well for your NEET examination. पेपर थोड़ा लेंदी आ सकता है, but उस तरह के questions को solve करने का आपको आदत डालना है. Make sure you are saving time and side by side you are also focusing on the accuracy. So that's all for today. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next class. And please don't forget to like the session, share the session with your friends. PDF के लिए आपको जाना है Telegram channel पे, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed us yet. Okay? So once again, bye bye, take care, thank you so much. Three questions by Aruna. Okay, bacha.